What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? I told y'all, LDBC. Oh, before I start, y'all, please forgive the background noise, okay? I'm driving, and that's just the way that is. I told you guys, I told y'all about these damn YouTube pranksters. I told y'all. I had guys coming in my comment section, Coach, man, these young guys, they doing their hustle. Man, it's just a hustle, man. Ain't nothing gonna happen, man. You know, they just playing around. They just goofing around. And I said, there's somebody gonna pop one of these guys. Somebody gonna pop them, and somebody ain't gonna care if the camera there. And there was a kid here. It was a kid here in my area, okay? I won't tell you where the area is. Some people think they know where I live, but it's just what it is, okay? A kid here in my area, he got popped trying to do a YouTube prank. He got popped. And, you know, I've always told people, man, I even tell some of my athletes that I've trained, you know, the ones that like to joke around, and I would always tell them, you know, you shouldn't do these jokes or try to prank people on the street because you don't know what a person's demeanor is, and you don't know if that person, you know, you just don't know what people are thinking. You don't know if they're having a bad day. You don't know if that's the brother who done lost his family. You don't know if that's the brother that's done lost his wife, his kids. You don't know if that's the guy that just lost his job. You just don't know, man. If somebody had death in the family and you don't know if that person's suicidal, you just don't know. And, you know, these pranksters, this kid rolled up on somebody, okay? And it was a carjacking prank. It was a carjacking prank, okay? He pulled up on somebody with a toy gun, and he was trying to act like, you know, he was trying to, you know, rob the guy of his car. The guy turned around and shot him, shot the kid in the head. 16-year-old kid gone. But see, you know, and I'm going to tell you where this stemmed from. Now, people are in control of their own lives, okay? And I believe that. But this popcorn Pop-Tart fart right here, Logan Paul, and you can also say Jake Paul, you know, these guys were the king of pranks at one time. They were the king of pranks. And so many kids, they look up to this, and they want to do pranks, just like these guys. These guys started the whole prank era, okay? These guys and a couple other guys. But they go out and they do these pranks. Now, you also have guys that they do acting pranks where they're not, you know, being aggressive. They're just acting like another character. Those pranks are not that bad. And those pranks typically won't get you hurt. But these guys, you know, this kid was rolling up on random people. And he was rolling up on random people in a black neighborhood on top of that. He rolling up on random people, man. You know, talking about, you know, like he'll wait for them to go to their car. He'll run up to them and pull out a gun on them. And then, you know, the person will be scared out of their mind, or, you know, they'll tell him, hey, man, you know, what you doing? Don't steal my car. And then he'll start laughing and say prank. Now, some people, they laughed it off and said, okay, man, that was a pretty good prank. But he ran up on a guy that pretty much was, you know, an ex-Marine. He rolled up on an ex-Marine. And that brother thought that his life was on the line. He turned around, man, and he shot that kid in his head. Shot him in the head. And the kid parents trying to say, well, he didn't have to shoot him. And then I start shaking my head, and I want to tell this parent, I want to shake this parent and say, you know, what world do you live in? When your son, your 16-year-old son, pull up on somebody, okay, pull out a gun, and the person think that the gun is real. You pull out a gun on somebody, you threaten to rob them and take their car. This person don't know because, you know, they can't tell if the gun real or fake. And it's like, yeah, wait a minute. Your son didn't play a role in his own demise? How you gonna explain this? Like, your son played a role in his demise. Because if he hadn't had his ass out there trying to prank somebody, okay, he wouldn't have got his ass shot. And folks, I have to put it like that, and I gotta be raw. I gotta put it exactly as I see it. And unfortunately, you know, that kid, he learned a lesson. But see, this is what I talk about when I talk to y'all about teenagers and how some lessons a teenager don't need to learn because they learned a lesson, but they learning the lesson while they dying. Oh, that kid learned a lesson. See, no matter, I don't know however long he was coherent or cognizant, but that kid learned a lesson the last few seconds of his life. He learned a lesson. And he probably told himself as he was losing consciousness and as he was losing life, I'll never do it again. But it's too late. It's too late. See, not everybody can do what the Paul brothers do. Not everybody can do what they do. I mean, this kid right here found out. He found out. He found out. He tried to hang. He did a prank in front of his girlfriend trying to hang himself. But what happened was the prank went wrong. It backfired. It backfired. The prank backfired, and he couldn't get his pants from around his neck. And so it killed him. Of course, his girlfriend, she couldn't help him like she was trying to, but it's too late. Killed him. Killed him instantly. See, I've always had a problem with these pranks. I've always had, and I'm going to tell y'all a story. I had somebody prank me one time. I had somebody prank me. It was a little 18-year-old little young punk. You know, came up, and he pranked me in the grocery store. And he called himself, you know, I guess he called himself trying to take the stuff out of my shopping cart when I wasn't looking. Okay, that's what he called himself doing. So he reached, you know, I turned around, and he was in a shopping cart, and I took him and I slapped him. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Yo, my man, it was just a prank." I said, "Man, come here." I said, "Come here." I said, "Man, these damn pranks gonna get you killed, okay? These pranks gonna get you killed." I said, "Boy, you gonna get yourself killed." I said, "Somebody gonna murder you, man." I said, "Boy, you don't pull up on random people on the street and do stuff to people." I said, "Boy, I don't know you, boy. I could have been a stone cold killer. I could have took your life." So when I slapped him, he pulled back like he was gonna hit. I said, "Man, this gonna be, look, I'll be the last person you pull up on." I said, "I promise, you finna get hurt." I'm talking about I slapped the taste out this kid's mouth. And you know, but guess what? The kid learned a lesson. Now, I don't know if he pranked anybody else. I don't know. But more than likely, I hope that taught him, don't you bring your little ass up and pull up on somebody. Excuse this noise, y'all. I'm next to a truck. Don't you bring your little self over here trying to prank some damn body and then think that person is going to understand that was a prank. No. A lot of people are not going to understand that you're pranking them. They're not going to care because they're going to be mad. And that's what happened to this kid that lived in my area. He told the guy, man, it was, you know, he was trying to tell him, he never really had a chance to tell him that it was a prank. He didn't have a chance to tell him it was a prank because he killed him. And, you know, now this guy, he feeling bad. You know, and I'm sure that it's traumatized the guy. But in the same token, I mean, what are you going to say? The boy parents mad at the kid? I mean, the boy parents mad at this guy? No. This the guy you can't be mad at. This the dude you can't be mad at. You know, it kills me, man. It kills me. And my heart condolences go out to his folks. But the problem is, you got yourself in a mess. You got yourself into a jam that you didn't have to get yourself into if you wasn't doing what you wasn't supposed to be doing. See, that's the thing. I'm telling y'all, we're going to hear more and more about these pranksters, man. These dudes going to bite the dust. I've never really liked the prank. I've never liked it. Because some people, you can tell that they irritated. Some people, you can tell that they caught off guard and they not really trying to, you know, be a part of no prank. And some people cool with it. Some people cool, but some people, like, you know, like it's some YouTube pranksters that they be on YouTube. And they, the one boy, he jumped over somebody's head and the dude turned around and punched him in his jaw. And I'm talking about damn near knocked him unconscious. And you would think that this kid stopped. And then somebody pulled out a gun, put a gun to his head. You would think that this dude stopped. No, they don't care. You know, the guy said, man, I'm going to risk my life for this. And that kid, he's probably going to die pranking somebody. Somebody going to kill him. But you can't tell these people that, man. You can't tell young folks nothing these days. You can't tell them nothing, man. You can't tell them a damn thing. Because they always, how you doing? Because they think that they're going to live forever. That's what they believe. They believe they're going to live forever. But they don't understand that the stuff that they do could cost them their lives.